Hi everybody and welcome to this new video in which I'm going to show you how to deal with a grammar lesson giving advice within MS2 program sequence 3 Me and My Health. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share the video. The learning objective of the lesson. By the end of the lesson, the learners will be able to give advice about health problems with the right pronunciation of should and shouldn't. In the warm-up phase, stick a picture on the board showing a patient and a doctor sitting in a medical office. Interact with your learners about the picture. Ask them, who are the two people? Where are they? What do you think is happening? After that, stick on the board some speech bubbles phrases. Ask your learners to relate each phrase to the person who says it, the doctor or the patient. Dear teachers, don't forget that a good warm-up helps to get learners in a learning frame of mind and keeps them active as it involves participation. It keeps them also motivated for what comes after. Let's move to the next phase, the presentation phase. Write the following dialogue on the board. Then, invite your learners to read it. Doctor, what's the matter, Sammy? Sammy, I have a terrible headache. What should I do? Doctor, you should take aspirin, but you shouldn't speak too much. In order to identify the meaning and the use of the modal verb should, interact with your learners. Ask them, what should you do to stop headache? Your learners will probably answer, should take aspirin and shouldn't speak too much. After that, ask them which one is good and which one is bad. They will tell you that taking aspirin is a good idea and speaking too much is a very bad idea. So after that, ask them, what verb do you use in each case? Which means, when you show someone a good idea to do, and when you ask someone to avoid a bad idea. Your learners probably will answer that the verbs are should and shouldn't. Here, you should explain to your learners that should and shouldn't are not verbs, but they are modal verbs. So ask them, what does this modal verb express to elicit the word advice? Then, elicit the form of the verb after this modal verb. Take and speak are verbs in the infinitive without to. Help your learners to elicit the rule. To give advice to someone, I use should plus verb in the infinitive or shouldn't plus verb in the infinitive. After this, move to the pronunciation of the modal verb should and shouldn't. First, ask your learners to listen and repeat. Then, ask them if they have noticed a difference in the pronunciation of should within the 4 sentences. My learners told me that sometimes they heard U sound and sometimes not. Others told me that there is a short should and a long should. Explain to your learners that they are called weak and strong forms. In the first sentence, should I see the doctor, ma'am? It is the weak form. Write the transcription in front of the sentence. Sentence 2. Yes, you should. The strong form of should. Third, he should examine you to prescribe medicine. It is the weak form. Fourth sentence, you shouldn't be late. Here it is the strong form of should. So here learners will deduce that we use the weak form of should in questions and in the middle of sentences. We use the strong form with short answers and with the negative form of should. Let's move to practice phase now. Ask your learners to use the cues to give advice. Give them an example. Eat healthy food. You should eat healthy food. Eat junk food. Drink lots of water. Wash hands before meals. Take some rest. Sit for long hours. Time of use phase. I use the information of the chart to give advice for each illness. The chart represents a list of illnesses and the related remedies. Ask your learners to give complete sentences. The phrases written in green are good things to do, whereas the phrases written in red are things to avoid. After that, ask your learners to interact in pairs. First pupil will give the illness and the second pupil will give him or her advice. Here we come to the end of our video. I hope it will be useful for you. Keep smiling and see you soon.